Hey, my name is Samantha Wesson.
Hi y'all, I'm Sarah Lindley.
Hey, I'm Gabby Williams.
Okay class, today's lesson is in chemistry, so open your books to page 394. Alright, and your ions today,
Do you understand what she's talking about?
not a word.
Me either, man. I'm looking at these graphs and, I get it. Is this how you feel in a traditional classroom?
What you doing, Sam?
There's so much work. This class, this EDM class, I keep going, and I keep going, I'm still not done.
Still?
Still not done.
You've been working on this for like 12 hours.
I know. That's why I'm here. It just happened. It just happened. The most important thing to remember with this class would definitely have to be time management, as we just showed you. Everything that you have is going to be due every Sunday for anyone that's going to take this class. Your work will be due Sunday at midnight, but you can't wait until Sunday to start it. Have you guys tried waiting until Sunday?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
I waited once on a Saturday night, and I was up all night and then got like 3 hours of sleep, and then I woke up like early so I could try and finish it, because it was a week that like one of our videos we had to watch for a vlog was like 20 minutes long, and I'm the type of person where I have to go back, like refer back to like what I just watched and then post something and then go back and like it just took me a while and it was a pain. So from then on out I took at least like an hour every day to try and get something done or start on something, which helped.
When Dr. Strange tells you it takes 9 hours a week to do it, he means it takes 9 hours.
At the least.
At least, yeah. It's like a full-time job.
It is. If you don't pace yourself, sometimes you might be able to get it all done on Sunday, but then you're going to have days where you might have had to use a Mac and be in the lab, so you're not going to be able to get it done, and it's going to be late. And if Dr. Strange doesn't like anything, he doesn't like late work.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Another thing that will help you when you take EDM is your independent learning. We met, how many times have we met in this class? Like in the classroom?
We probably met in the class maybe three or four times.
Like 5 at the most.
Maybe,
so,
yeah.
Maybe 5.
And when you do meet, it's not for him to teach you on what is due this week. It's to talk about things that, like previous blog posts. If some, like 30 people only posted part 1 of a 3-part blog post, you know, like it's not really to help you on what you're supposed to be doing this week. And so you have to teach yourself not just time management, but on how to do these posts and these comments and videos, and it's a personal learning experience. There's no one to help you get through each stage. I mean, there is, but this class is meant to teach you on your own how to be independent.
Yeah. The lab assistants are there in the lab, but they're not there all the time, and the lab's only open certain days a week till certain times, and they don't tell you how to do it exactly. You can ask for help in certain areas, and they'll lead you in the right direction, but they won't do it for you or tell you exactly step by step what needs to get done. So it definitely is independent learning, and that's what we need as educators, is how to learn how to do things on our own and maybe fix them or tweak them to make them a little bit better.
And you have to learn how to learn on your own. Even when he does give instructions, he'll give you a general idea of what you're supposed to do, but he won't necessarily tell you how long to make it or what the specific content needs to be. He'll give you some general guidelines, and you have to come up with something on your own. It's like not only he's giving you an assignment, but at the same time you're kind of creating your own thing, because you have to. There's a million different ways you can do a video or post about. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it.
Another thing is learning to work in groups. Obviously, I'm doing group work right now, but you have to learn how to work around schedules and learn how to cooperate with your group in order to make it work, and then you have to agree on something and just make it the best that you can be, because that's also a big part, is collaboration in the classroom.
Yeah, when we, like for this project, we're meeting at a time that two of us were here an hour early because she had to get out of class, and then we have to leave in like 20 minutes to go to work or to practice. And it's hard to meet with two other people that are also taking 12 additional hours along with this class and who have two jobs and are involved in sports, or it's just tough to meet, but you have to get it done, and you have to all agree on a time that works for all of you, because if you want to pass this class and make a good grade, then you have to get it done. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Mm-hmm. And we do have, our class time to work on the stuff, but that's not always necessarily enough. The stuff, it's going to take you longer than an hour and 15 minutes to do, and it is hard to work around everybody's schedules, because, that's another thing that goes along with the time management. You can't wait till Sunday night to try to meet with your group, because you're not going to get it done. You have to learn how to work with other people to do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. And that also kind of ties in with learning to use resources in this class, because he gives it, to use Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and all kinds of websites like that, it's not only to connect you with other people and give you, be able to use their ideas, but it also, it gives you, when you need something, like if you're trying to start up a new idea for a project or something, it's great to have people that are there, the resources, the people that you've met to help you do it and to give you advice. And, a lot of times even looking on other teachers' blogs, it gives you ideas about how to make your classroom better and more productive, use your time better.
Yeah, that's, I think, one of the most beneficial things in this class is when we have to do our comments for teachers, because every month you're assigned a teacher's blog and you have to go and read whatever they posted and make your own comment on it, and that's a good way for you to build a network with other educators around the country and around the world, but it also gives you ideas on how to do it when you actually teach. And you can take, their ideas and manipulate it so that it fits, your subject matter, because I was assigned a math teacher one time, but I'm a secondary ed English teacher, so I think adapting that for English classes would work really well, their ideas and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, my favorite resource would probably have been using Pinterest. I never had one before, and so now I have all these different pins on, like, my personal stuff, like, of course, clothes and things like that, but now I have a board where it's, like, my future classroom, like, and that was brought to me by Dr. Strange. I never would have used Pinterest until this class, and now I'm using it not just for, girly things, but for things that I'm gonna come back to in a few years and be like, hey, I remember posting that when I was in EDM, and I can put that on my smart board, or I can use it on my bulletin board in my classroom. So I'm glad that he's taught us all the different resources that we can use, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And the class, the point I think that Dr. Strange tries to get across, having technology in the classroom, it's not about only using technology to teach the students, but to be able to use the technology to enhance their learning and help them. And not like she was talking about Pinterest, it gives you ideas of not even necessarily how to make your lesson better, but just to ways you can decorate your classroom, ways to get the kids to get them excited about class, get them engaged. And it's really the technology. It is constantly changing, and you have to be able to teach your students how to use it to make their future classroom and their learn how to network with people and make it better for them. Because as far as lecturing goes, they're listening, but they're not being able. They're getting input, but they're not output. They're not sharing what they know, and it's it goes in, but it's not really learning if they can't share it with someone else.
This class is definitely all about engaging us as students into our lessons, because it's not just him lecturing on, well, this is how you use a smart board, and this is how you blog, and this is how Twitter works and all that. It's you have to go and do it, and you have to learn how to be good at it in order just to pass the class and to better yourself as an educator.
Another benefit of using technology in the classroom is I would like to start a blog, maybe not my first few years of teaching, but once I get the hang of my classroom and how I want to run my classroom, I would love to use technology in my classroom, whether it's blogging or, setting up a Facebook page for them to, write comments or just anything using technology, because, our world is advancing every day. So why not keep up with it and, not just for ourselves, but for our students who are going to be our future. We want them to have the best, and I think that giving them technology throughout the classroom is the best thing for them.
And not only technology, but blogging itself, it gives the students, it's a way for them to show, what they know, but they also, they get feedback on their work as well. And that's encouraging to have someone, for them to know that they're doing well, other people are seeing. It's motivation. If a kid is in a class and doesn't have anything to motivate them, they're going to be a lot less likely to want to do their best and try to succeed.
Yeah. But, y'all have anything to say? Hopefully we've helped y'all for when you take EDM, or when you know someone that's going to take EDM, and y'all have a better idea of how your semester in this class is going to go.